reason, took a little bit to get it going.
23 for 2415 on Sylvester Way. A female heard yelling for help.
Okay, we are live. Stringing in Sac, aka Chasing the News. It's currently 11:17 p.m. or 23:17. Should use military time. All right. It's gonna be out for well, probably be out for 2 hours or so, but I will only be live for about one. Just gonna test this out, see how it works. Don't expect anyone to really watch this first one. I'm using an app called Streamlabs because usually if you want to go live on YouTube, you gotta have 1,000 subscribers, and well, we obviously don't have that. So, but there are other ways that you can do it, and this app is one of them. There's a couple out there. So, like I said, we'll be live for about an hour. Hopefully, take it to at least one news story that happens. We'll see what happens. Since I'm using my phone to live stream, it's going to be a little challenging. I will not be able to use GPS. I imagine I've tested this on Public Safety News' YouTube channel. If you don't know who that is, I am just one part of the team that makes up Public Safety News. It is a non-profit news gathering website and social media platform, because most of our fan base is on Facebook. But in the Sacramento area, so I've used YouTube to go live on that account, and I've figured out if you quit out of the app to do whatever, in this case I was just testing it out, but in actual practice, the most likely reason would be to go look at directions, so you know where you're going to a scene, and I should probably turn that off. I'm not sure how loud it is. I can also just turn the volume down on my stereo.
12 right, 15 Frank Boys can play on Rushmore.
Connected to my stereo via Bluetooth. If you quit out of the app, at least for YouTube, it will just kind of go to a black screen and kind of pause the live stream, and once you go back into the app, the live stream will continue, so it doesn't completely stop it, which is great. I'm not sure if Streamlabs does the same thing. Alright, if that's going to go off a bunch, I am going to mute that. So you'll see. We'll see if that really becomes an issue. That is the app that we use to communicate. It's kind of like using walkie-talkie. It's pretty cool. And so that is people, part of PSN, people talking. But, I'm not usually out on Fridays, so I'm just out right now so that I can kind of test this app. Yeah. Hopefully something happens. If something happens, I'm going to have to get there myself without using GPS. Or I suppose I could test this and do a part 2 if it does stop the live stream. But again, I'm not exactly sure how that works. And of course, there's no one watching right now, so don't have anyone to tell me if it works or not. But anyways, I don't think there's anyone watching. There is... yeah, I don't think so. I'm not exactly sure where comments are going to pop up. I've used YouTube to live stream a bunch. I never used this before, so.
42 frame 47 frame 415 on Auburn.
Okay, Auburn and what? See, don't you love it when they don't give you the cross street?
District 2923, just depending on Robertson.
So I'm not exactly sure if I like the angle right now. I need to check out exactly what the law is on where you can have your phone mount thing. I know you can't have it directly in front of you, like above the steering wheel. It can't be blocking your view. It is off to the left right now, right to the left of the steering wheel. It's not directly in the view. I know that's where a lot of people use or put their camera or their phone mounts, but ideally for a live stream it would be kind of more centered. So I gotta see exactly what the law is on that. And of course you can see part of the mount in the shot right now. I could try to tilt it maybe. It's already tilted a little bit, but it doesn't take up too much of the frame. I don't think it's a huge deal. I think it's fine how it is, but when you guys rewatch this after it's on the channel, you can let me know.
Check on Frank. Check on Frank, got it? Okay, so far I'm going to look at the first couple minutes is big for the shot, then anything.
So we...
Yes, fine.
Okay. We may have had some shots being fired. Sounds like they...
Frank 2923 just occurred on Robertson.
Sounded like they couldn't find a scene, though.
Copy.
But someone did hear shots being fired. It's kind of cool. It shows the frame rate on the screen for me. Not sure if I could live stream in 60 frames a second. Looks like it's staying around 30. Not sure if there's a way I could change that in settings. 30 is not terrible. I usually shoot on my camera in 60 though. But 30 is not the worst thing, I suppose. So my plan is to do this once a week. I am out more than once a week, but until I kind of get used to it, and especially until I get 1,000 subscribers on the channel, and we can, at that point, you can actually live stream from the new GoPros. I think actually the 7 and up you can live stream on, but you have to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to live stream from any device. But of course, like I said earlier, there's apps on the phone that you can kind of go around that. Fortunately, GoPros you can't install apps on, as far as I'm aware. So, but once we get there, that will be very nice. So yeah, once a week doing these live streams. because it is going to kind of be a distraction, and since I'm using my phone, it will be more difficult just to communicate and to navigate to the scenes that I want to go to. So, like I said, I'm not usually out on Fridays, so it doesn't really matter. We've got one other person out right now, actually two, I believe. So we are fine. And I thought they were going to watch it. I thought they were going to watch my live, but I guess that is a no. I haven't really told anyone, as far as like friends and stuff go, that I've made this channel. So I think it'll be fun for a lot of my friends are. I shouldn't say a lot, but I have a handful that are interested in what I do and think it's cool. They've ridden along a couple times. And a lot of the times it can be kind of boring. But that is sort of what streaming is. A lot of waiting, and then something crazy will happen and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so sick. But only lasts for a little bit. The cool thing is we're always capturing those things on camera, so I find myself a decent amount of the time looking back at videos that I've filmed before, and making compilations are always fun. So it was raining pretty heavily earlier today, and when I left tonight to come out, it was sprinkling a decent amount, and then it kind of stopped. Seems like it might be sprinkling just a very tiny bit. Nothing too bad yet. Usually when we get a kind of a first rain like this, you'll see kind of an increase in kind of see an increase in car accidents a little bit. We will see if that happens. I'm looking at the quality and it looks pretty good. Can't complain. Of course, when the windshield no idea what she said. When the rain kind of clogs up the windshield, it could make things difficult, but besides that, it looks pretty good. Nighttime's always harder to get good footage than daytime. So I'm kind of just driving around randomly. Don't want to stay in one spot. Although, no one's watching right now, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But oh. I wish I figured out this Streamlabs app before. I've had it downloaded for I don't know, probably a week or so. And inauguration day was, I was gonna say yesterday, Wednesday, 2 days ago already. And I was at the Capitol shooting some video, and I was planning on going live, but I could not figure out how to get this to work, and literally just one thing in the settings that I had to turn the switch on, and it seemed to work, but Apparently I wasn't smart enough to figure that out ahead of time, or 2 days ago. But that's alright. Nothing super crazy happened. National Guard definitely, I would say, deterred some violence. We had nothing happen until Inauguration Day. So on Inauguration Day, we had two groups gather, Antifa groups, one local in Sac, and I believe the other one was coming from the Bay Area. Met in two different locations, and then they, marched through the streets. Come on, and they met up at the Capitol. So that was interesting when they kind of joined together and became one group. Got some footage of that, but there wasn't really any destruction or violence. That group only stayed together for a couple blocks and then they split up again, so it was kind of weird. But the most exciting thing that happened that day is one of the groups pushed over the fencing in front of the DA's office. A lot of the government buildings, including the Capitol, had fencing all around it to prevent people from getting inside or just getting on the property at all. And then, yeah, it was pretty much the craziest thing. It pushed over the fence, and the sheriff was there to put it back up. I thought I just saw lights up ahead. It might have been just tow truck lights, but we can go and see what's going on. It also could just be them pulling someone over. Though I have not heard anything on the radio super recently. Kind of stopped at that light a little late, but it turned green, so I guess I'm chilling. Yeah.
41-3459, report on Hurley Way.
Okay. Interesting. So these kind of ride-along videos will be once a week, but I will also plan to go live. Hold on. I also plan to go live when we're actually on a scene, whether that's during the day or at night, or on something crazy, or even something minor.
40 on the subject. 3530 okay.
Okay, that might actually be what these lights up here are about, because we are approaching Auburn. Yeah, so it might just be, this is before Auburn, though. It's like on the off-ramp to the freeway. That might have been something different, actually. That car had jacks, or it didn't have jacks on it, but one of the tires was not on the vehicle. There wasn't anyone driving it. CHP just checking that vehicle out. Is going to be taking this off, quitting out of the app, and getting the location. And who knows if you can still hear me, but we are going to be anywhere close to where I am, so we're going to ignore that. And I'm going to pull in right here so that I can turn the live stream back on. So let's see, we're still going. Okay, so I will have to look back at the footage at a later date and see what that looked like, if you could still hear me, if there was still video. I doubt there was still video, but maybe still audio, I'm not sure. Oh, here, let me try to tilt the, no, you can't tilt it because the side of the car is kind of in the way. Oh, this is the Auburn call, 3535 Auburn. So they're going to be out with a suspect, possibly. I didn't call, but here we are with Sheriff. I haven't heard anything more. I don't think it's anything super crazy. Just got 2 units on it.
23 Frank, 415 weapon on date.
415 weapon call on.
Was the suspect crossing the street, stopped in front of the caller's car, pointed a handgun at the caller.
Okay.
The subject took off down Myrtle. He took off on foot down Myrtle.
Interesting. Alright, we got someone with a gun, apparently pointed it at another person.
Never.
Gosh, we have so many notifications. Okay. There goes another one. So we'll try to find this call on Myrtle. I'm far enough away that PD should be there before me, and it's not like I'm going to be driving along a street and drive next to a person who has a gun. That would not be super smart. This light's red even though there's no one around. Cool. There we go. No more updates on that Myrtle call. So they might not be there yet. But you got to see a little bit of. So here's a funny term. This is what we call it when we see flashing lights up ahead.
He was on that District 2 415 weapons call. The caller also mentioned the suspect, Asian male adult, was also with a black male adult and a black female adult in their 20s.
Okay, so this is a group of 3 people. One of them has a gun. Okay. So this is Myrtle right here, and we just saw a PD unit go straight. We're going to go left behind it. So we are in the right area. This could be... Okay, and then this is date, which is originally where the person said that the gun was pointed at them. So I don't know, I might be driving through too soon.
48 Frank, what is unit to cover? 415 fight call on what?
Not at the speed bump.
14 Frank 2, can I have you cover on that fight call on what?
I don't know if they found people that match that description.
47 Frank.
Because a vehicle right here. There's only one person in that vehicle. Oh, that might be the RP, which stands for reporting party.
Okay.
The person that called 911. did say they were walking down Myrtle, and we're actually on date, so this is probably not going to be where the people are.
Good. 8 Robert Mary Yellow 66 should vector delivery.
Probably a good thing. Maybe we hang out in one of these parking lots until we get some more info or until we see more units arrive. That's the only one that I've seen in the area. I'll go up here and then we'll U-turn. PD is talking to the person who called this in. At least it appears that way. I didn't hear any description of the caller or the vehicle they were driving, but I'm assuming. Alright, so we'll turn around here. And then we'll go back, and then I'll actually turn right on Myrtle. We'll go down the part that we didn't go down yet. Yo, nice illegal U-turn. I guess, I don't know how legal mine was. It's not like there's anyone around.
The caller says that the subject should be westbound on Myrtle, but we'll be checking area.
Okay, westbound on Myrtle. Right now, wait, that doesn't make sense. I thought Dave went east and west because, oh no, psych, because Madison goes east and west, so Dave does go north and south. Okay, shoot, what direction is west? It would be to the right, actually.
Good.
It's still active 455. Trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. You're not I-70.
Yeah, it would be to the right. So we'll go up here and turn right on Myrtle and see if they come across the subjects. Except there's a PD unit to our left. Okay, see, I knew it wasn't facing the right direction. And it's probably not the safest place to pull over and do this because of where we are, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, there's Sac Sheriff again. I'm assuming that means I didn't see them. I don't know if they went all the way. Oh, the street does dead end. There's a vehicle there. I don't know if they're trying to hide in a vehicle. I do not super feel safe driving down here without PD in the area. So we are also going to turn around. But yeah, that direction that we were going westbound, because now we're going east. Okay, we do have both units in or at this gas station here. Looks like they're going into the gas station.
Good.
Okay, turns out the lady that waved us down was talking about whatever his outlet is supposed to be like. We found them. We're gonna mediate.
Copy.
That's for a different call. But okay, well, maybe
We are
they...
making right.
Go ahead.
8 Robert Lincoln Yellow 031 expect track.
possible that they... I don't know why they'd be randomly going into this gas station if they didn't find the person. Or the people, plural. The cool thing is if anything crazy happens, or if we go to any calls, we can use this live stream footage in addition to what I'm going to shoot on my regular camera. And we can use them both in the final video on the channel. And that'll be kind of cool. I'm also planning, I've ordered something that's going to make videos more fun to watch as well. It does involve another camera angle, but that's all I'm going to say about that. I think I will just wait until you actually see the first video with it, and then you will know what I am talking about.
On train, all parties separated, all parties.
Copy.
I also got to be conscious of, like, if I go to a scene, try to have my car facing in a way that you can see the scene on the live, because I'm going to leave the live going while I get out and shoot with my camera. This is fun, even though no one's watching. It's fun. I can't wait until we get a bunch of people watching these, and I can talk to you guys, respond to comments, be a good time. But until then, the grind continues, or the grind starts here, I guess. This is the first live stream, but I've been going to news scenes, car accidents, fires, whatever you want to call. There's a bunch of other stuff, right? Probably 2 years. I don't know. It would be interesting to try to find the first call that I went to that I actually shot video of and uploaded and see when that was. It's actually been more than 2 years because I remembered going up to the campfire at night. I unfortunately couldn't go during the day because I don't know if it was school day, but I also know that I had a spare tire on my car. I think a nail. I think I drove over a nail or something, and so I didn't want to drive super far away on a spare tire. But I think I got it fixed that day, or bought a new tire that day, and went up at night and shot a little bit of stuff. This is before I had a press pass, so I couldn't actually get in anywhere. So I really don't have a lot of good stuff from that, but I do remember that, and that was over 2 years ago, because November 2018. But before that, actually well, I don't know if I have a video on another YouTube channel where a friend and I, a friend and I went up to where the Tubbs fire burned, kind of near Santa Rosa. Way afterwards, obviously, because it's also
Information Mr. 4 got a task alert on a 10851 vehicle scan eastbound Marconi from 80. 10851 vehicle should be a 96 Honda Odyssey, white in color, plate of 7, yellow, Union William 166, and a scan eastbound Marconi from 80.
Those were the last three. 166, I believe the first four was 4Y. Oh my gosh. So we have a stolen vehicle, eastbound Marconi from Interstate 80.
6-1 Frank 62 Frank 415 on Forest Parkway.
So they're going to swarm the area and try to locate that vehicle and pull it over and arrest the driver.
38.
Sometimes stolen vehicles will turn into pursuits. What the hell is this person doing?
Frank, we're okay. Just a fish for the block.
Okay, so we're going to get onto 80 and try to find where this is going to end up.
55 minute on Elder Creek Road.
And all I was saying before about the Tubbs fire, me and a friend went up way after, after they let people in. So probably
55 on Elder Creek is going to be for a subject walking around the field at the back of the residence.
Probably a full month after the fire had happened, but just getting footage of the aftermath and stuff like that. And so that fire was in 2017, so that's 3 years. But it's not like I was actively going to things and posting it anywhere.
Okay, I'll copy your AM. I'll start you with units that cover for the 95 on Elder Creek. Peter P is armed with a handgun. Copy.
There's been a lot of shooting recently.
Okay. 4 seconds. And negative start out of vehicle and also check with the Alpha agencies nowhere.
I'm not sure what they were requesting air for, because I don't think they're on the stolen vehicle yet. I think eastbound Marconi, so that would be going right from the freeway, or no, going left. I don't even know if you can go right that far.
Either 97.
I honestly could have just gone straight down Black to Marconi and maybe cut him off there.
Yeah, the 1900 BRP is inside of a brown Dodge Brown truck in the front yard.
But we don't know how far away from the freeway they had gone when the call came out. But no matter what, we're not in Marconi yet, so we're going to be behind it. Hopefully they are going to tell us where they pulled this vehicle over. But this is the Marconi exit right here. So we're going to go left. Yeah, I don't actually even know how much the other direction you can go. And the street we're on is actually not Marconi. This is Marconi. It's kind of weird how it works. But anyway, so this will be eastbound Marconi right now. So, yeah, there's a vehicle right there. That's CHP. The white Honda Odyssey that they're looking for. And, you know, they could have turned any direction, gone anywhere. It's very hard to locate a stolen vehicle, even if you have the direction of travel. I guess it depends on how fast you're able to realize that there's a stolen vehicle and how close you are to it. What the frick is that?
98 motor vehicle accident, Lindbergh and Crossfield. Engine 98 motor vehicle accident, Lindbergh and Crossfield. Operations on Bravo 2.
I don't think that's anywhere near us.
Going after tenders.
That's not even on a channel that I usually listen to. I have no idea where that is. So we haven't seen any more. Listening to Sac Sheriff, we have not seen any sheriff vehicles. I don't know how far they've gone, where they're looking right now.
Unknown. RP just they saw a single vehicle stuck into the grass with their hazards on.
Usually they'll come up if they find it. And there's that notification for that TC. But I'm pretty sure that's in the south area. So there was CHP again. Alright, it's been over 45 minutes, so we got less than 15.
Just at 40.
40, go ahead.
Yeah, there's airbags deployed, but there's nobody in the vehicle. Quite code 4 fire team we're trying to fix.
10.
Bro, go. And of course, I just turned down here, and now we have
Heading field to the west house.
on a street, which
Sorry, can you if you have the caller so that the gate was locked?
Pay for it to the field where the vehicles are to the west of his house. It's locked.
Copy.
Alright, we have a car accident. I'm going to pull over so I can figure out exactly how I want to get there. Let's see. So we will test twice if we...
Maybe open gate and go straight back to the subject.
Sure, one comes in.
Here's a question. Can I leave the directions up and then continue the live stream? And it looks like we can. Beautiful. So we can have the live going. And have the directions also on the screen, which is cool. All right, so we're going to go to this car accident, and then I'm going to end it after we check this out. Okay. Apparently I want to turn here. These 2 bumps in a row? What the heck is that about? I gotta fix. Oh my goodness. Cool. Yeah, kind of thought so. I just came from this direction, so I could have just U-turned.
Pay attention to the accident. We have AMPM calling in stating the driver of the vehicle is at AMPM stating that his vehicle was stolen and they left it crashed. But the owner is an AMPM and there is a language barrier.
That's weird. But the street I was on was a one-way, so I couldn't U-turn anyway. There was a median.
44, we'll go to Aiken.
Alright, so the crash is a little bit down this street. Two and a half miles.
Yeah, different.
Go ahead.
Unable to locate anybody at this time. There's a hole in the north side of the fence in a large field, so I guess he ran out that way.
Well, we're ready to leave.
Now, it doesn't sound like they ever found that stolen vehicle. And we got a vehicle fire call come out, but that is very far away. I'm curious to look back at this and see how loud the notifications are for people watching. And so I'll definitely watch back, and then we can adjust some things accordingly. I do want to leave notification sounds on, at least a little bit, so that just enough so that I can hear them, so that if something happens, we know about it. But yeah, usually on a stolen vehicle, they'll have the area that its last known location was, and a bunch of, either sheriff or PD vehicles will swarm the area and try to locate it. But if the person continues to drive around a lot, it'll pop up somewhere else again in the future. There are, I forget what the abbreviation is for it, or like the official term, but there's a term for, there we go, turn it that way a little bit. There's a term for the devices that are on top of stoplights, and this little blue kind of blinking light, and they are able to read license plate numbers and determine if it comes back stolen or not. So if they drive through another one of those ever, PD will be alerted about that. So alright, so we're coming up on this TC here. So So we do have a vehicle in the median area. Looks like a lot of front end damage. Go ahead and turn down this street. Park. So get out, start shooting, and I can bring you guys along, I suppose, for a couple minutes. We have 2.5 minutes left on the live stream. How come my I do have a thing that attaches to the top of my camera and allows me to put my phone on top of my camera. And so I can use one hand to
Good. Can we get no close fire for a subject saying that he broke also?
it's not
Copy. The fire did say they went 97 and evaluated him already. Do you want them to start it again? Precautionary?
Alright, so I don't think I'm actually going to stay at
Paper
this
says he
TC.
wants to go to the hospital.
Because fire just left the scene. I don't think there were any injuries. Oh, actually, it looks like fire. No, yeah, they're leaving. They were just turning around to the station. They have to go back to probably the other way. So fire's leaving, so don't think there were any injuries then, so it's not really a huge deal. The vehicle is in like the median area, kind of where you would turn to go somewhere. So CHP is going to stay on scene.
Can you come on scene and so you can look at the situation by you?
To alert traffic that there is a hazard. But it doesn't look like it's a huge deal.
I 529 Spring 415 EO Woodbury Way. For someone blasted music for a vehicle for the past 30 minutes.
Really? I'm going to call the police about that. So, oh, here we go. We got CHP again. Well, we are going to see them do a U-turn and turn on their blinkies right in front of me. In fact, I don't think I brought up that term before. I started to. I was talking about the term that we, as in public safety news, the people that are a part of that, when we see the flashing lights, whether it's police or fire, say, oh, there we go, we got the blinkies, or kind of stupid. But anyways, yeah, I don't think that TC, and also there's not an AM PM there, so I think they were talking about the other crash that was in the south area, the one that I said was super far away. Alright, well anyway, it has been an hour, and I'm still going to stay out, but if we get something interesting, then I'll go live again. If we get a major wreck, or a big fire or something, but otherwise, I will see you next week, and we'll do this again. I think I'll stick to Fridays. Actually, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to go back that direction. I could try to, because then you guys get to see the scene more.
66 right. Eagle Shell.
I don't know if I'll be allowed to go that way.
Eagle 42nd 37. Gonna be on 4 Union Edward 576 Pathfinder. Sorry, rodeo with one.
To make a square kind of and go around. Alright. Yeah. This has been fun. enjoyable. It'd be more enjoyable if people actually watched it. Alright, yeah, we'll see you next week, next Friday, about same time, 10 or 11 p.m. And we should have more people subscribe to the channel. I'm going to let some of my friends know what I'm doing. But yeah, if anything happens in the next hour, I will be able to, first of all, better get there because I will not be live streaming. I'll be able to GPS it right away. Part of me wants to stay live because this is fun. I tend to talk to myself a little bit anyway, and if I could actually be doing that and kind of also talking to other people at the same time, that could be fun. But anyway. You got to see a little bit, not really a lot of action, but a little. What the freak is that car? Hello? I mean, they're like parked on the side of the road, but there's like a tree right in front of them, and it kind of looks like they had crashed into the tree. All right, we are at a light here, so I will say see ya right now, and we will see you next week or on the next video. Peace out.